so with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Gang time in it. Gang time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Gang time. Run it up. 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 You gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog so the day that you finally pop off.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Tonight, it's a good Week 9 matchup here on a Monday night between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. In motion left now is Beasley. Second down, here's Chubb again. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Here we go. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. 11 MT, 11 MT. 11 MT.
They go play action with Burrow. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down. Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And his throw is going to be incomplete. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms. But I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
And he's got a Bengals first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
3.5 to go, first quarter. On 2nd and 10, Burrow. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 41-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, grab that dagger play, grab that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 21. Now Burrow on first down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Bengals will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. 4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. In motion right comes Beasley. They run again on 1st down. Chubb nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. The Browns at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. They coming on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And they were able to tough it out last week, a close one-score game. And those are the kind of wins that pull you together as a team, because everyone gains confidence and they feel like they can continue to get better.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. In motion right comes Beasley. On 2nd and 9, Jones. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing, Jones. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. On the move past the 40. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 35. The middle, it's Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run it again with Chubb. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. In motion left now is Beasley. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Well, that was big right there, because they're the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they take the lead here at 7-6. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go. We've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And they go play action now. Burrow. Going right side here, and that's complete. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Play action. It's Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Burrow on play action. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
On 2nd down, Cook. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Burrow looking to pass. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Browns force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they sit now at 500 on the year. And, Charles, this was a team that really looked lost in that first month or so of the season. But they have had the hot hand lately, winning 3 straight.
I would agree. It's almost hard to believe that this is the same team because we followed them pretty closely throughout this season. And early on, I know I thought this is going to be a really tough year for this crew. So plenty of credit to them for turning the ship around.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Jones. And he fires one incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. And the slot man goes in motion left. Jones on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. Here's Williams to return. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
That strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. First down. Here's Burrow. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense.
Here we go, here we go.
So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the red zone now, here's Burrow 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Browns will take over here just shy of the 30.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with a one-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. On the run. He'll let it go deep. Right sideline. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals are going to get the football here at their own 23. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow looking deep downfield. It's caught at the 10. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there for Cincinnati. And even 50 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Getting the ball is Cook running left. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Here we go. Here we go.
They run the counter with Cook. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. They'll roll him out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
So on fourth down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. McPherson's kick is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
In motion left now is Beasley. Second down, here's Chubb again. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
But that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force the third down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. In motion right comes Beasley. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Back to throw. Jones buying time to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat. And if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
And here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Looking to throw. Jones. He hits Beasley right side. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 28. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones. Touchdown, Browns. It's the fullback. 28 yards. And the Browns have taken a 4th quarter lead. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We've got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 5. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
On fire, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. And Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
And quick throw here, that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Burrow. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And his throw is incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now it's Burrow. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Another incompletion would certainly be ideal defensively. A big play now. This is 3rd and 10. In motion right comes Beasley. Jones now to throw on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Burrow will throw. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. He's got it to the 43 here. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Burrow. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
The Browns drive about to get started. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And again, it's Chubb. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And Chubb will try the middle here. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Jones to throw. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 28 yards.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee. Down to a knee goes Jones, and that should just about seal it.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch